why Balman? Is the question.
Balman? Well, we will see though. But RSG Malaysia picking here Akai for Zaka. So again, guys, well, we've seen the crazy picks from the both teams. Any thoughts, Arashi?
I mean, clearly understanding that they have two marksmen and they want to deny the engage, right? The pressure. Getting an Akai is actually a very good denial pick. And we've seen success on Akai from Chaknu, the infamous Chakai, right? So there's potential there. But I think overall, I would think Bigetron has the advantage on this.
Okay, Momo-chan.
It's so hard for me to decide, but I really like RSG Malaysia. With this Akai as a counter for Harriet and also carry.
Okay, guys. Well, one for one for me. I'm neutral here, guys. Looking at draft, both teams can win. But let's get it into it. Game number 3. Indonesia takes on Malaysia. Bigetron Alpha taking on RSG
Is it gonna be Malaysian Pride or Indonesian Pride, guys? Don't forget to type your comment and give your support on the comment below.
Yes, yes, and yes. I can't wait, guys. Bigetron with this crazy carry and as well as Balman. I just want to see their gameplay. Will it pay off? Will it not? Arashi again, elaborate.
I think once it gets into the late game team fights, when both teams are equally strong, the way the fights play out is that the side of RSG Malaysia has a lot more burst. Of course, obviously with the Blazing Duet, with the Brilliance Order from Izanami, with we saw ultis from Beatrix. They have a lot of burst, but if Bigetron can actually sustain and survive the initial burst, they do have more damage because they do have Carry and they do have Harith, who both have very good damage, a lot more slow damage output.
Yeah, we will see though here. We can see both teams actually rotating towards bottom side here, guys. And we can see, well, Turtle is up in 30 seconds, 35 seconds, but we can see Zakis is level 1 though. But he is so aggressive, so confident in this Akai here, guys.
Yep, he's just keep covering all his teammates. Lolios, look at that with the high burst damage in the early. This Beatrix looks pretty confident to pick a skirmish with Bigetron Alpha.
Right off the bat, Lakeshia actually secures a gold buff advantage.
Yeah, well, that is the rotation. And we can see actually Turtle being up 10 seconds, but could they take a team fight here in the mid side? I think not, because then again, it will be too risky. But I see the squad being so aggressive, taking the initiative.
That Koopa, look at that. So annoying, this Popo and Koopa. He just keep, trying to give a lot of poke damage toward the opponent here.
Izanami was actually forced to flicker out earlier because Rainbow just went and turned up the aggression on him out of nowhere.
Yeah, we can see Bigetron taking initiative. I think RSG knows their power picks or their hero power isn't in the early game. That's why they choose just to rotate and clear lanes and clear jungle here, guys. Jungles here, guys.
And Ripple, with this Ball Moon, he just can clear all the minions pretty fast, okay?
Yeah.
Probably it's gonna be, it's gonna make a hard time as well for this Kaiser. But don't want to pick a team fight with this Ball Moon in the top lane.
Yeah, well, again, this Balman could just clear waves fast, but and engage in middle side.
With the Assault trying to just give a poke damage towards Dreams, but there's gonna be another engage coming from Bigetron as well. Isn't gonna be the first target?
Another one.
Zakud! The passive coming from Kari shut him down. But look at that Lolis and also Lexia. They don't want to take a risk. They don't want to force the team fight. They lose 2 members in the mid lane, and it's really a good opening for Bigetron Alpha.
Huge play. Lexia getting pressure here by Key. Will he survive? But of course, Bigetron's members weren't so close towards Key right now. But yeah, both teams again playing so hard. But RSG, a slight misplay there perhaps. So 2 members, Izanami and Zakus, has to go down. But yeah, Bigetron still takes control.
Yep, Licia still trying to find a way how to farm really well. Meanwhile, Bigetron Alpha, look at the damage coming from Beatrix. Yep. Forcing Key to just run away from it. And Repo,
we can see Kaiser and Lunox rotating towards Repo, perhaps targeting one. And but I see the disengage. I think they want to take the fight here in the middle lane.
I think it's gonna be a bit dangerous for Lolios in the lane right now, just because Matt has secured the Calamity Reaver, so a lot more burst potential coming in. He needs to be really careful.
Yep. Meanwhile, Key keep doing the same thing towards RSG Malaysia.
Yeah, but for now, both junglers are quite happy. Both Claude and Carry has the space to farm, has the basically time to farm.
But
we can see
Izanami will find Repo inside the bush in the top lane just now.
You're absolutely right, guys. I mean, Bigetron, though, still could cover Repo there. But then again, the second turtle has been claimed from the side of Bigetron. RSG still basically, saying, okay, I'll give you the turtles. Meanwhile, my Claude and as well as Beatrix gets farmed up.
That's the thing. I think with getting turtles like this, they need to make sure you push the advantage and use the turtle buff aggressively, because if they let the farming go on, it's never very good. And if you can win the early game but you don't do anything with it, it's not as good.
Exactly. I mean, entering the late game here, Arashi, Momo-chan. From the side of RSG, they have 3 damage dealers, but we can see in an engage here, bottom lane, Loyals is
the
the
Hurricane
target.
dance pop up from this archive, but Matt trying to pop him down. Look at that, the Zamar Force being popped up, but they cannot find anyone. They cannot shut down anyone in the bottom lane just now.
Yeah, and well, again, from Bigetron Alpha, or from RSG, they have 3 damage dealers in Izanami, in Loyals, and as well as Lexia. Well, that is where Bigetron needs to be aware of, and we can see another pressure bottom lane towards this Loyals. Jack is just covering 4 members, entering bottom lane. Dive is in. Shaman Force Loyals is just too low. He has to go down. Next is that Zakis, but meanwhile, top side, they made a trade here. 2-for-1. Repo actually pays for his life.
Yeah, this is the power of assets, okay? Once you have this assets, you don't have to worry. You don't have to worry about your HP here. You just keep going to heal you over and over. You don't have to worry about the team fight, about the skirmish, because he just can cover you up really well.
And I was mentioning earlier how it's going to play out, how if you can send the initial burst from the side of RSG Malaysia, Bigetron just has advantage, and we see it right there. If they got taken out by that burst, it was over, but they did survive, and with the SS around, they just got healed back to full, and Bigetron takes the advantage in that fight.
With the Enchanted Talisman that this SS has, he can just farm his skills whatever he wants. The 10 cooldown reduction, the mana regen is really high for this Estes.
Oh, we can see here RSG ready for a fight. Placing duet has been duets, and Zakis is there too. Basically zone members.
Even now, Bigetron Alpha, they're trying to turn back the condition. Kaiser with the Thornless will come, trying to eat that map. But look at that, the damage coming from this rainbow. And even the positioning, Izanami, he already used this Chaos Assault and need to flicker away from the skirmish, from the team fight in the river just now.
Yeah, 2 members were down from the side of RSG. This will be taken advantage from the side of Bigetron, taking the turtle and as well as control. But Claude trying to find compensation, trying to invade the jungles of Bigetron.
Yep, Rainbow with his positioning looks really good. RSG Malaysia, they don't have the answer again. How to go inside the backline here. But look at that. Dreams gonna be the first target here, but Dreams can run away from 3 members that chase him away just now.
A slight mispositioning, a great read from RSG, but right now Bigetron, they are looking for a fight, but RSG is disciplined enough to back away.
A good play by Zakis, understand that he was alone and actually going for the support, because knowing that if he goes on anyone else, Estes can keep him alive, but if you go on Estes, he's on his own.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. And right now, RSG focusing this top tier turret here. Kaiser, though, misses that Daytona's welcome. But Izanami and Zakis is ready for a dive if the minions are there.
The fight earlier was a bit iffy just because the damage, the ults coming in from the side of RSG Malaysia were coming out one by one and not together. As we mentioned, it's critical for them to actually get a good engage and get a good combo out, because if the combo doesn't work out, they're out of options.
Yeah, but we can see here, guys, Bigetron and RSG. Right now, RSG, though, holding some sort of a control, but the gold gap is towards Bigetron. Right now, Zach is opening up that Hurricane Dance, but there's no follow-up. But Bigetron looking to follow up that lethal counter, managed to take down Zakis, but Bigetron couldn't find more. I mean, RSG immediately plays around the turret here, guys.
And that was a bit questionable, engaging onto the Bellman of all possible targets. So I question why that was the case. Who made the call?
Yeah, but look at the Kaiser will got bite, but by them Koopa got stunned. And look at the DPS, the massive damage coming from this parry. Repo needs to run away. Meanwhile, Damon Force being popped up by Matt, but
a slight miscommunication there from the side of Bigetron.
Yep.
2 members went down, even though RSG is still at half HP, basically. And again, still both teams trading punches here right now.
And it still can be anyone's game, guys.
Yeah, there you go.
For
Still
sure.
anyone's game. But right now, Resurgence, they do have the control as of right now, and they are starting to poke around that turret. The Lord, I mean.
I think Matt kind of underestimated the burst coming in from Lolios.
Oh, look at that
good
hurricane dance towards Dreams. And we can see Rainbow getting burned down. 2 members from Bigetron. Actually, only one, but Dreams is there.
It's just too strong. Look at that. The massive damage coming from the Batrix. And Lexia just came with the Blessing Duet, and after that, he just run away with the Battle Mirror Image. He just let that Lolils take all of the points.
I think Dreams need to play a lot more passive here because when he gets caught out like that, that is critical. Again, Bigetron needs Dreams to survive and actually heal up the members after the initial burst to keep them alive.
It was
so if he gets engaged on, there really isn't much Bigetron can do to this combo from RSG Malaysia.
Yeah, it was just too unfortunate for the side of Bigetron, and Rainbow is the only casualty from that last team fight, and RSG looks to control of the game, looks to turn things around here. I mean, gold-wise, it's quite even right now, guys.
Yep, no, RSG, they are looking to take down. Or maybe trying to bait Bigetron Alpha. Look at
Lexia
that.
gets caught out, and we can see Lexia getting burnt down right there, and Kaiser
Matt?
is the next target though. But Dreams is actually the only casualty. 1 for 2, 2 for 2 right now from both teams, and RSG, they are still strong. Repo being the next target, but Repo being Balman is too slick, is too fast for the war, guys.
Yeah, it's gonna be 2 for 2. Now
2 for 2.
RSG Malaysia and Bigetron Alpha, they are trying to reset it again and again. But Lolils and also Izanami, both of this guy, okay, they are so strong, okay. Even though after that Lexia being shutted down by Bigetron Alpha, but RSG Malaysia, they still can give a lot of massive damage with this Batrix and also the magic damage coming from Izanami.
Yeah.
Especially with Izanami with the NOD already built, as well as Lolios with the Blade of Despair. There's just huge amounts of damage that Bigetron can't ignore right now unless they get some armor item.
Okay, let's take a look at the reply by Oppo, okay? RSG Malaysia, they trying to bait Bigetron Alpha. The bait didn't work, but look at that. No one can shut down Izanami and also Lolios in the backline here.
Yeah, basically the timing from Lolios was very fortunate for our side of RG. We can see a messy team fight here. But oh my god, Repo is the target, but Zakas is actually the one going down. But Lexia Blazing Duets only just to give out damage, but he still manages to survive. He still managed to survive.
And that's the power of Estes in these fights. And if he doesn't get caught out, because in the previous fight, we saw he actually got hit with the Daytona's Welcome because he was so far up ahead from the rest of his team. So if he can stay in the back and heal them up like that, Bigetron really has a huge advantage in these team fights.
Yeah, the positioning, Bigetron Alpha, like Arashi mentioned earlier, they cannot lose this Estes. They have, at least, Dreams need to survive. To just back his teammate.
Yeah, but I think the Lord was claimed from the side of RSG off cam, but Bigetron right now already bursting down that Lord with the presence of Kari, but Kaiser wants to find something here. RSG looking for a fight, but we can see Beatrix taking bottom inhibitor here. I think if Harriet does not clear the wave on time.
Yep, but Bigetron Alpha, they pay attention into the minimap. Almost. But Lolils need to run away since he already knows that there are 3 members, 4 even, from Bigetron Alpha trying to defend their base, and they don't want to lose another turret as well in the mid lane. RSG Malaysia, they are looking for a surprise.
Oh, look at the setup here, guys. And actually, Balman Repo is the target, but Repo gets caught out in Hurricane. That's to just retreat. But we can see here the damage from RSG still sustaining or still waiting for the right timing. Both teams actually waiting for the window.
Yep, in case there still has that the Tunas will come, he just need to pick up Dreams in the backline of Bigetron Alpha. RSG Malaysia, they have to find a way how to let this Kaiser use that the Tunas will come to try to chunk Dreams, and at least they can have a good time, a good team fight with Bigetron Alpha.
We can see a fight in the jungles here, guys. Zakas and Izanami is bursted down. Zakas with the flicker to escape, but Kaiser being the next frontliner actually gets bursted down right now, and RSG immediately disengage from them. Now we can see Bigetron though still want more. They still want to engage, and RSG is fleeing from the fight.
Yep, Bigetron Alpha now they are trying to find their momentum back. RSG Malaysia, they're pretty struggle right now.
I mean, Zackus gets caught out there, and his team was really nowhere to actually follow up. They tried to make their way there, but it was just a bit too dangerous because they're in the jungle. But again, in these jungle fights, they really can go either way, because at one point Bigetron has more threat from the sides.
Yeah.
But RSG Malaysia, if they fight in the jungle, they have so much combo AoE.
Yeah, personally, I think the one team that holds off the ultimate will win the fight there. But we can see here, stun for Izanami though, Order of Brilliance, basically there just to escape. But then again, RSG guiding back, trying to find an opening for them. And again, Momo-chan, both teams playing passive. They want to be aggressive. They're still searching for that window, but could not succeed.
Yeah, the next Lord will be the answer for both of the teams. Whoever secure the Lord can just maybe end the game as soon as possible. But Bigetron Alpha, they look pretty strong with his assets, with his positioning, and even his utility to just make all of the members from Bigetron Alpha survive in the team fight.
Yeah, well, there you go, guys. And you can see here, guys, both teams again playing passive, even though RSG, they have control. They are somehow have more zones here, but Bigetron, they are so clumped up. Will this be an advantage for them?
Yep, Repo tried to zone all Kaiser
Oh
away
my god,
here
the
with
burst
the
damage is there. Izanami is forced to use that immunity, but we can see Zackus being the frontliner gets bursted
Meanwhile,
down.
Lexia
is the next target. Oh my god, 4 members from the side of RSG actually went down, and right now Bigetron, they are looking to end the game with this Lord, guys.
Yep, and Matt is trying to take this purple buff. He doesn't want to let Lolis or even Lexia to get the buff here. Bigetron Alpha now, they are disciplined to take this Lord. They want to make sure they don't want to do a minor mistake. They want to play it clean.
And if in the fights,
Zaman Force being popped up as well by Matt, but they just need to shoo Lolis away.
Yeah, they want to zone out Lolios, but nice timing on that flicker though. Lolios manages to survive to escape with that taunt as well.
This is the weakness of having a teamfight combo kind of situation, because then once people are far apart from each other and you can't actually land your skills on more than one person, for example, or 2 at least, then you just have difficulties outputting enough damage, and they still have the Bigetron has the option of sending Matt to the back and flank.
Yeah, we can see here Bigetron now marches down with the Lord bottom and mid lane here, guys. I think this will go down, but I think RSG managed to hold off the Lord here bottom lane, but I think Bigetron taking the top innovator here, Momo-chan.
Yeah, the super minion still comes in the mid lane right now. RSG Malaysia, they have to find a way how to defend their base. Their high ground look pretty strong because they still have this Lunak with the Brilliant of Order and Lolis as well. But Key, look at this is why I like Popo and Koopa, okay? This Koopa can just become the tanker for the turret.
Yeah, just chunk down whatever HP it gets, basically sacrificing that Koopa. But we can see Malefic Roar has already been secured from the side of Alolios.
Yes, for the physical penetration
as well. And we can see here RSG, they are in the back, but Repo opens up a fight. He is there to flank, but Rainbow gets caught off. Immortal has been fought, but I think he will go down for sure here, guys. Oh, this is a disaster. Oh, there you go. He has to go down.
Yep, Rainbow, after losing his immortality now, Bigetron Alpha, they are forcing to zone away by RSG Malaysia. Losing Rainbow is not really a good thing for Bigetron Alpha. RSG, now they are trying to just keep giving a pressure in the mid lane. They want to take down this inhibitor turret.
Yes, we can see here Zackus with that Hurricane that's targeting Dreams.
That's really a good target, but there's no follow-up from RSG Malaysia because they are kind of busy with Matt here. Dreams still able to survive as well, Albert.
Yes, there you go. But the discipline from RSG is Zanami though getting picked off. But oh my god, what a play from both teams. They managed to defend. They managed to give punches in this last game.
That was what I was talking about.
Of the series.
Yeah, I was talking about how Matt has the option of flanking. And earlier it wasn't Matt, but it was Key. But again, when you have combo in one direction, if someone comes in from behind, you kind of have, no real answer to that kind of play. So Bigetron has that in the back burner as an option.
Yeah, well, can you explain just a little on these items here, Bigetron Alpha? And RSG or Rashi?
I mean, both teams are already full built, and now it's just about how well you play the fights. And
Okay.
so, again, there's so much penetration coming in from Lolios, and they still don't neglect to build an Athena just to make sure that they do survive, and they have a little bit of defensive stats.
Okay.
Because if you do a lot of damage, but you can't survive any kind of burst, there's no difference.
Yeah, a slight note though. I think Carry sold his Immortal to buy that Winter Truncheon. So another extra life item here, guys, because that Immortal is still on cooldown. So I think this is also a smart approach from that Carry.
It's suddenly he just buy that Winter Truncheon.
After that, he went down right earlier.
Yep. RSG Malaysia, they only have two priority target here. Dreams and also Rainbow.
Yeah.
Once maybe one of them down, I think RSG Malaysia, they can just picking or trying to forcing the team fight with Bigetron Alpha.
Yeah.
But the problem is not easy as well for RSG Malaysia because they have to find a way how to sneaky peeky make some surprise initiation.
Yeah, it is not easy for both teams.
Yep.
Bigetron Alpha targeting basically Lolios and Lexia is not an easy task, and of course targeting Izanami is just somehow pointless if that he has that immunity skill there, guys. And from the side of Bigetron, from the side of RSG, they need to target that, like you said, Mats or even Rainbow, the main damage dealer.
Yep, but Bigetron Alpha with RSG Malaysia, they already trying to stay in the Lord Pit, trying to pick the third Lord right now, going into the 20 minutes game.
Yep.
Bigetron Alpha, they don't want to lose hope on this. RSG Malaysia also same. So, still try so hard for both of the teams, I can say. But the problem is Bigetron Alpha, now they are kind of, have to rely on Rainbow's position here, especially with Dreams. Like Arishi mentioned earlier, they cannot lose this Estes.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. But I do want to ask Arashi one thing though. Entering this late game, especially minute number 21 here, who has the favor?
I think they both have equal chances of winning fights. It's just how they play it out.
Okay, but we can see an initiation from Lexia and friends here. Hurricane dance towards the composition from Bigetron. Oh my god, Izanami with this Lunox is still strong, but Zaku's actually is a casualty. Izanami, the burst from Carry is actually so huge.
But Matt counted with the Zaman Force. Look at that. They try to push all of the three members from RSG Malaysia away. After secure the Lord, Bigetron Alpha, they are trying to force the team fight. But the problem is RSG Malaysia realize about it. And they just, pull him away.
Exactly. And meanwhile, Lexia secures that Lord. We can see marching down in the mid lane.
Wow.
3 members are up. 3 members from the side of RSG. Meanwhile, 5 members from Bigetron. So we can see here low wheels immediately getting pressured from this Popol and Koopa, but Bigetron trying to clear that Lord and Super Minions as fast as possible.
Oh, look at the massive damage coming from Rainbow. The Returnas will come towards this Rainbow, and Rainbow looking not really good, but he still can, giving a lot of damage with the backup coming from Dreams as well.
Yeah, we can see Kaiser here getting shut down, but we can see the flag by Mats from the left side here, guys. RSG, 3 members are up, but the pressure from Rainbow and friends is still so huge, targeting Zakis. But of course, without minions here, probably RSG could defend their base.
That Bigetron Alpha, they don't want to take a risk. They just reset it again and again. 45 seconds for Kaiser to show up. RSG Malaysia, they have to buy a lot of time right now.
I think actually Bigetron needs to actually step on the pedal and actually try and get some fights going on when RSG Malaysia has no front line. Earlier, Kaiser tried to make a play there, and it was really good. He actually caught Rainbow with his Daytona's Welcome.
Yeah.
It's just that his team was just way too far to actually follow up on
Wow, look at the win rate percentage though. It actually favors Bigetron. Meanwhile, personally, being 3, there's 3 damage dealers from the side of RSG.
Yep.
I thought they have the upper edge here, guys.
That's 70% the win rate for Bigetron Alpha after they shut down 3 inhibitor turret of RSG Malaysia. Now, RSG, they have to be careful because the Super Minion will just keep push into their base.
That is the one disadvantage from the side of RSG. But we will see here, will Bigetron take advantage of that, or will they throw the game? Will they make a blunder? It is all a matter. It's all up to that, guys.
Yep.
Clearly,
Wow.
if both teams played very well, it just depends on like so many random factors on like where the fight breaks out, what direction the people are coming from.
Oh, but we
And
can
so-
see here actually Zach is somehow pressured.
Yep.
He uses his jump, guys, and we can see here Bigetron trying to basically invade the jungles and hold control on that part of the map.
Yep.
Speaking
yeah.
of late game though, Bigetron actually has the pick-up advantages because they do have the Popo and Koopa. So he's able to actually get more control compared to the side of RSG Malaysia who can only rely on Zakas for that initiation, which is obviously not ideal.
Yep, if the Hurricanes didn't hit perfectly, I think RSG Malaysia, they will just lose their momentum here, right, RSG?
I mean, if the Hurricane Dance doesn't actually pick off a priority target like
Yep.
the Estes, like the carry,
Yep,
like this.
like this.
Oh my god, Zachus. Shaman Force has been popped.
He even
Hurricane
used
Dance
that
has
Hurricane Dance.
exactly Hurricane Dance to somehow force to basically zone off the pressure from the Bigetron side, guys.
Yeah, he just used it to escape. Like Archie mentioned it earlier, if it doesn't hit on the spot or maybe on the perfect a priority target for RSG Malaysia, it's kind of waste.
This is what I was mentioning earlier as well. Like when they try and make plays and whatnot, Kaiser doesn't really have a way to actually follow up. He just has to walk up to the front and try and make a play as best as possible if his friends actually go for any kind of combo play.
Yeah, I actually saw that Izanami secures that Winter Truncheon, guys. So there might be a play coming from this Lunox. You gotta watch out.
Yep. But the slow effect from SS is so nice as well,
Look at
guys.
this. Yeah, Lord Cam by Smart has finally spawned here, guys, in the Land of Dawn. Will this be the final Lord of the game?
The fourth Lord
The
is coming
fourth Lord.
into the lane of down.
Oh my god. But
It's
we
gonna
will
be
see.
an expensive Lord for both of the teams,
Expensive.
especially for Bigetron Alpha because
Yes.
the base of RSG Malaysia
It's
widely
already-
open right now.
It's already so exposed. But right now we can see Bigetron taking that initiative, trying to bait, trying to give poke out damage. But we can see Lolios being the frontliner. Is this a mistake? Oh my god, almost he went down. But of course, Lexia and Lolios right now. Zakas actually holds up the front line here for the side of RSG. But
Oh, that lethal counter coming from Repo, giving put a lot of damage as well. But look at that. Now RSG Malaysia, they are trying to fight it back. But Zakus lost his immortality, and it's not really a good thing if RSG Malaysia lose their frontliner.
Exactly. We can see from the side of RSG, the health isn't too healthy, guys. So they own
Izanami,
Bigetron.
he almost got out, but
Exactly,
he
but-
can still survive
Yes.
with that brilliance of order.
Exactly, and Bigetron managed to secure this Lord, guys. This may be, again, the final Lord. We will see as Lord will march down at 40 or right now.
Right. So this is why it's so important to defend your inhibitor turrets because they actually want RSG Malaysia wanted to keep fighting. Obviously, they don't want to let Bigetron have a Lord, especially an empowered Lord in this situation. But they had no choice because the minions were just pushing into their base, and now Bigetron with a extra front line in that empowered Lord can actually maybe withstand the combo from
Yes.
RSG Malaysia better. So this is going to be a very critical fight.
Yep, this is gonna be probably a last fight as well for RSG Malaysia if they cannot defend their base. Matt
Whoa.
came in with the Zaman Force trying to shut down Izanami, but Izanami, looks pretty bad, and with the Winter Truncheon, he managed to survive. But look at that, Lord is looking pretty tanky. Zakus used it that Hurricane Dance, but cannot get anyone. Repo needs to go back a little bit away, but Rainbow will be the first target, being shot down by RSG Malaysia. And now, this is what I said, RSG Malaysia, if they cannot defend their base, it's gonna be a crucial team fight for them. But now they are proving to us that they looks really strong.
Yeah.
Still look really strong as
Slight
well for
blunder
RSG Malaysia.
there. Not a slight, but a huge blunder there. Rembo mispositioned himself clearly,
Oh
and
my
he
God.
has to go down. And right now, RSG could just give pressure and turn back the pressure.
Yeah, with 45 seconds right now for Rainbow to respawn,
not
they might
looking
just
really
push the
good.
advantage.
Yeah.
But it's going to be on the hands of Matt to see if they can actually pick up one of the core members. Otherwise, this game
Oh,
might
we can
be
see
over.
Zakas here with the Hurricane Dance, taking one member towards the backside. Matt is the main
Lolios
target,
comes in.
opening Shaman Force,
Oh,
but
no.
Lolios,
Oh my God.
Lolios is just there.
Yep, with that, the Super Minion comes in as well in this mid lane here. Now, Bigetron Alpha tries so hard to shut down, but Reaper will be shut down as well by RSG Malaysia. Zakus will be the trade here, but RSG, the super minion comes in the mid lane, and they are focusing to take down the base. Bigetron Alpha, they have to go home. Oh my god, Malaysia, they come back stronger in the last game.
RSG Malaysia, they are so strong, like I said. Oh my god, from that team fight, I mean, Bigetron was everywhere, it was so messy, and again guys,